This page, well, it started with leftover paint. I kid you not. Hi, I'm Karen Burchill, Creative Katie. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be working in my accidental art journal. That's what you see here. This is a place where I take and use up the leftovers. And down at the bottom you can see I've got some magenta paint, some that's been mixed with some yellow, so it's kind of corally. And I'm just looking for a gessoed page in my accidental art journal. My goal here was simply to put this paint on the page so I didn't waste it, close the book, and end it. But that's not what happened, because I started putting the paint down, as you see me doing here, and I just got creative. I just had a burst of energy, and before I knew it, the entire page was done. So you got me. That wasn't leftover paint there, but you know, I needed to finish the page. So I'm adding a little bit of the straight on magenta, so it's mixing with that coral color in the background. So then I'm adding a little bit of yellow. Like I said, I just rode the wave of creativity. And when you're feeling creative and inspired, run with it. The reason the paint can move and blend so easily on the page is one, it was gessoed, and two, it's a little bit watered down paint, and my makeup sponge there is watered or is a little bit damp, and that's also helping the paint blend very quickly and easily. Loving, loving, loving the colors here. These are the Liquitex Basics Fluid colors. I've bought a few of them and I'm liking them. This one is a homemade stamp, and I'm just going to stamp with the magenta paint. So I'm kind of going tone on tone because these are the same colors that I have in the background. And I'm not even looking to get a perfect stamp. This is background. I just want some pattern, some interest going on there. And I'm sticking to the same colors next to each other on the color wheel, because I know it'll all work together. I'll link the video where I make these stamps if you're interested. This stencil from the Crafter's Workshop, I believe, is called Rosetta. Nope. I'll find the name and link it in this description box. And I have decided that I am going to stencil with white acrylic paint. Now again, this stencil was just sitting on one of my desks, one of my tables. It hadn't gotten put away yet. And I find sometimes when I limit myself to what I can see or what I can reach, I actually like those pages better. And so today, with this accidental art journal, it started with the leftover paint. Everything is within arm's reach. I did not go and search out anything anywhere to get done. So I'm putting 3 of these on, loving the white of that. I'm going back to the first one. I didn't quite do a good enough job. I wanted a little bit more complete, so I'm finding, you know, okay, which way did I have it? A little bit of patience here. I've kept most of this video real time because literally from start to finish, this was completed in under 20 minutes. So I absolutely love where this is right now. Just everything about it. The colors are so wonderful. I like every little part of it. The diamond shape of the stamp that I have goes with the diamonds or the triangles in the mandala stenciling. I grab this stamp. It is from Stamperia, from Sacred Geometry 1, and one of my favorites. Again, it had the round, it had some of the same elements and the round element. I'm brayering on magenta paint. And then stamping with it. So we have two circular shapes in there. And even inside that stamp, the details are circles. So when you stick to stamps and stencils and things that have some relationship, your page is very easily cohesive. I try to avoid using stamps and stencils that don't have something in common. Because you want it to work together, not fight each other. When I use acrylic paint on my stamps, I spray with the Murphy's oil soap concoction and clean it up right away. You don't want the acrylic paint to dry on the stamp. So now I wanted to add a little bit of contrast, and if you look at the color wheel right across from these colors that we have been dealing with is teal and turquoise. So I'm using this bright aqua. Again, I'm using the Liquitex Basics fluid. This is my Stampendous circle stamp. I've gotten so much use, and I'm just stamping this on, just that little bit of contrast. Every time you add a layer, it pushes something else back. So if I did the same things but in a different order, the end result would be slightly different. Not better, not worse, just different. And again, cleaning my stamp. I guess I wasn't done stamping yet. Loving everything about this background. So then I wanted a sentiment, and I picked a sentiment from my Courage sentiment pack, and this time I printed it out onto tissue paper. So I'm going to use this one in the bottom left-hand corner. Life begins when you step out of your comfort zone. So I'm just going to cut this out. Now the tissue paper has been taped onto the copy paper. I'll link a video where I show how to do this. Now the tissue paper will go transparent, so you will see everything behind it is going to still come through. Now I've taped it to copy paper, and I did copy out on that just to get the right placement for the tissue paper. So I'm not going to throw this out. I am going to save it, and I'll use it on another art journal page down the road. But today I'm going to use the tissue paper one. I want to get rid of a little bit more of that tissue paper, so I'm just cutting the excess off. It does go translucent, but I like to remove as much as possible. And I could put it here or here or here. Right now I don't have a focal image, but I do have those 3 mandala stencils, and I know that I'm going to put the focal image somewhere there. So I'm going to glue this down, the sentiment. I did toy with the idea of maybe not putting any other focal image on here, just have the sentiment and this beautiful background. It was, it spoke for itself. It was so beautiful on its own. I'm putting a generous amount of fluid matte medium and then gluing the tissue paper down. Now the tissue paper, when it gets wet, does get a little bit fragile. Not as bad as napkins, but you need to be careful so you don't inadvertently rip it. Now, I also looked up, these dragonflies were on my desk. I stamped them in a stash builder video recently, some new stamps that I got, and so I just glued those down. I'm edging with black acrylic paint, and then I'm shading around the dragonflies. Now they're black and white, and then one of my favorite things to do when I've got a beautiful colorful background is to use a black and white image and shade around it with black and just make it pop like that. Just leave it alone. Very, very kind of less is more. So I'm shading around. That's making these dragonflies stand out a little bit more from the background. But I've kept it to that black and white. I didn't want any color to compete with the beautiful background. Darkening the body of the dragonfly as well. Then I got an idea. You know how dragonflies have that iridescent quality? I grabbed my iridescent medium and I'm just thinning it down just ever so slightly, and I am, there, I'm going straight out of the tube, painting it on the wings. This dries kind of clear and iridescent, and I'm still going to see the black markings that are on the wing, but you're going to see some beautiful iridescent quality when I showcase this page. I haven't used this iridescent medium for a while. I got to start using it again. It's beautiful. Just made this so much better. And there you can see the shine and shimmer of that iridescent medium. I like that so much I thought, let's try to splatter with this. So it took a while to thin it down. It was kind of globby. That's what you see me fighting with that right here. But eventually I got it to a consistency where I could splatter, and the iridescent splatters look great too. Just when you catch the light. In case you didn't know it, I'm a big, big, big fan of dragonflies. So having a lot of dragonflies in my stash is to be expected. If you like this video and would like to see more tutorials, you want to see certain focal images or color schemes, let me know in the comments section below. And here's this beautiful page. There isn't anything about this page that I don't love. And remember, it started with leftover paint. Until next time, go get creative.